So often people ask me, John, why don't you do rope tricks? And the answer is really quite simple. It's because they're confusing. They're just too hard to follow. See, there's a trick that I used to do involving 3 equal-sized pieces of rope, but no one ever believed me. Most people said that they saw one of the ropes as really small, one of the ropes as medium-sized, and the third rope as, well, really, really long. So I would have to convince them. And the way that I typically would do this is I would even up the ends of the rope like this. And I would say, look, all the ends are the same size. But that didn't convince anybody, so then I would have to do this. Now that seemed to be more effective. Most people were convinced by that, and they would say, yeah, that looks like 3 equal-sized pieces of rope. But some people were still confused. So I said, fine, you know what I'll do? I'll take one of the ropes, and I will set it aside. And that just leaves us with these 2 ropes that are equal in size. But that still wasn't good enough for some people, so I said, fine, you know what? We'll just use one rope. One rope with 2 ends and one middle. That seemed pretty simple, but just because you have a rope with a middle on this side and with an end on this side, that still wasn't enough. The reason is that sometimes these two would trade places, and you would get the middle on the left and the ends on the right. Confusing, right? I know. So what do you do about that? Well, what I would do is I would just take the ends off the rope and put them in my pocket for safekeeping, like this. So that would just leave this one long endless loop of rope. What can you do with that? Well, a lot of people said you couldn't do much. They said you couldn't even tie a knot. I found that not to be true. A knot's actually pretty easy to make in a rope without ends. The problem is taking the knot out. For that, you actually do need the ends. Luckily, I still have them in my pocket, and I can put them right back on, which allows me to take the knot out. Now, how do I do that? Simple. It's just science. You just use static electricity. You just got to rub a little bit. I do it on my elbow and the other end, and there you go. You get your endless loop back. Luckily, I'm a professional, and I carry with me some extra ends, like so. I like to put these on a little bit non-traditionally. I like to use my mouth. And the ends are back on the rope, just like that. Now, I know that's a little unhygienic, and I don't suggest that you do it at home. For that, I've got another method. I like to pull the ropes off, the ends off, and I can just take the ends and throw them on the rope, just like so. So we're back to this one long rope. Now, you've seen how this works with the ends, but what about the middle when that's giving you trouble? Well, that's when I just do this. Take the end right, the middle, right off the rope. The hard part is putting the middle back on the rope, and to that, you just have to use your breath and blow, and it comes right out. So that leaves us right back where we started from, with one long rope. Actually, that's not true. We didn't start with one long rope. We started with 2 ropes, just like that. No, sorry, that's not right either. We actually started with 3 ropes. 3 ropes of equal length. No, that's not right either. We started with 3 ropes that appear to be different sizes. So let's see if I can do that. Here we go. One short rope, one medium-sized rope, and one long rope. 3 ropes of different sizes that are yet all the same size. Confusing? Yeah, I know. That's why I don't do rope tricks.